It appeared that Rihanna was in charge. Her songs performed differently because her public persona was centered on icy mastery. In her public persona, Rihanna detested playing games. As in Soak Up the Adoration, she was happy to slowly cook his spirit in the event that a sweetheart played on her. Rihanna's statements of support became more powerful when she opened her heart to someone, as she did on Umbrella, because they were supported by the stony strength of her character. Even on playful club pop tracks like So's, Rihanna always sounded like the coolest person in the room. However, Robyn Rihanna Fenty did not always win. Nobody ever is. Things are as they are. In the early years of 2009, the disparity between Rihanna's persona and her actual life became an unspoken undercurrent after she became the focus of a news story that she was unable to command. Rihanna was brutally beaten the night before the Grammys by Chris Brown, Rihanna's boyfriend and someone who has been mentioned in this column before. Because she was enraged that he had been secretly texting with someone else, he reacted with shocking physical violence. He repeatedly punched her in the face. As he held her in a headlock, she struggled to breathe for a while. When she tried to get away by scratching his face, he bit her fingers. She eventually moved away. The following day, Chris Brown gave himself up to the police, and he was arrested and charged with assault and making criminal threats. Rihanna was misled in a totally different manner not long after the assault. A photograph of her battered face that was spilled to TMZ by LAPD officials before long turned into a web sensation on the web. "I was shocked, a bear appeared to have attacked her." Rihanna despised seeing that image. In a difficult interview with Diane Sawyer, she stated that the leak left her feeling embarrassed and humiliated. "Who enjoys looking at their face that way? I become even more furious when I see it. In my head, everything comes back to me. As a result, I don't like seeing it." Rihanna was forced into that job despite the fact that she grew up in a family that was oppressive, and she would have preferred not to become an aggressive home representative. A different pop star might have taken some time off following the attack, but Rihanna never did this. Rihanna and her handlers were determined to restore her reputation as a brutal hit machine prior to the attack. Rihanna released her first 3 albums within less than 2 years. Between Rihanna's first album after the assault, Rated R, and Good Girl Gone Bad, the album that made her a superstar, more than 2 years passed. Rihanna was fed up with it and didn't want it to continue. While working on her next album, Rihanna was unable to ignore the assault. There was nothing else to do. Instead, she turned text into subtext. The album Rated R became a celebration of strength, perseverance, and overcoming challenges. Despite the fact that the attack is still present on the record, Rihanna never sings directly about Chris Brown. Both sonically and thematically, it is gloomy. Some songs feature rock guitars with brick walls. Dubstep, a bass-heavy dance subgenre that was still a part of the UK underground at the time, serves as a source of inspiration for others. Over those tracks, Rihanna sang a song about laughing into the abyss. The collection has held up very well over the long run. One of Rihanna's best songs still exists. However, Rated R wasn't a big hit right away. On the first few singles from Rated R, Rihanna portrayed her previous self in a tough, world-weary manner. Those singles were hits, but they weren't as popular as a lot of Rihanna's other singles. Instead, Rated R's Artist song became the album's biggest hit. It turned out that America didn't really want to hear Rihanna sing about surviving violence. She should have sang about a man who had a big dick, we wanted to hear. Rihanna didn't write her first single following the assault or the leaked photo. Instead, Jay-Z invited Rihanna to sing the towering, triumphant hook of his song Run This Town, which he had signed to Def Jam, and rap the first verse of. The year before, Rihanna had performed something very similar on T.I.'s Live Your Life. Even better is her performance on Run This Town. It is not really her song, despite the fact that she is eternal and imposing. Rihanna's hit song Run This Town has remained a significant part of her repertoire despite this. Run This Town reached its highest point at number 2. It's a 9. In August 2009, the movie Run This Town came out 6 months after Chris Brown's assault. At that point, Rihanna was thoroughly enjoying the Rated R sessions. Rihanna's songs were written by members of Lil Reed's elite songwriting camp, including Justin Timberlake, Ne-Yo, Will.i.am, The Dream, Tricky Stewart, and Robyn Thicke, all of whom have the potential to one day perform at the top